dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I put so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, with someone going to run for some big yardage.
On the carry, it's Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gun.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Check. Line out. Gun. Jim.
Hey, watch it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Silver.
Gun.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Yellow.
56, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On first down, Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Joker.
Second and 5 now. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Third and long for Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down now, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Vikings nothing.
The hunt! 180! Y'all not ready. 25, check 25, check 25. Two. 300.
36. Kill.
To throw, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 52. Lock, lock, lock.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
13.
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Ross Dwelly, 70 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
One.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Striker Omaha.
Showing it, showing it. Check 9, check 9.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
50. Check 56. I got you, punk.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go,
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, flipper.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Bring up 48. Hey, Alpha.
56.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The
Here we go. Here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here we go.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Pick it up, pick it up.
12, 21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert! Bravo! Watch out! Check, Mike! Hey, gun! 54!
It's gonna be a...
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 39 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, a run with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got 11.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. On third down, here's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And some room to roam now. That good for 19 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
They run with Breida. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. This is Breida, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. That keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 180!
Exit. Let's go.
Niners 21, Vikings.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no know that they keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. Now the wolf. Mike by 4. It's coming this way. Here we go. Let's go.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check 99. Check 31.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerve should be...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check alert. Check crunch, crunch, crunch. Watch the safety creep.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
48 months. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got 24. Rush in. Rush in. Rush out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch time, watch time. Alert. 31.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Out. Check 3.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Ingram, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a screen play left side. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and now it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 32-yard line.
We're set. 19. 19. 31. Check 48. Check 48. The mark. Go.
2nd and 5 now. Watson forced out to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Let's go, baby.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 72 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
36 to Mike. Rip right. Mike, 36.
Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Lucky. 25. Check 25. 36. Kill.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Got an open man, it's QT. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chris Wormley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
48 to Mike. I got you. Check 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 9. Check 4. Check 3. Check 24.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle made that time by Cornell Armstrong.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Texans take over. Come on, let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Check 13. Check 13. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, 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 check. Check 26, check 26.
On second down, here's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Jackson operating from the gun. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
And the Texans first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Lamar Miller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Check. Hot. He's coming. We got double up. Tighten up. Check 31. Shit.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Mike spot 4.
Now Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And he's got Snead. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
48 the mark. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Jazz. Watch the point down. He's coming. Slam.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. the 45 on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Alert! Watch your slant! Watch your slant! Watch your slant! Check! 48! Alert! Alert! 48! Come on! Let's go one more! And no time now.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Come on! Check! 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 Six guys! Check! Six guys! Let's go!
Operating from the gun. Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
24.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death. but you're also kicking off.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good
play.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 44, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check. Hey, what?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.